Hey friends, Rob Cuddy here, Application Security Evangelist for HCL Software. And if you've been following us in the Application Paranoia podcast here in Season 2 with my co-hosts Colin Bell and Chris Stewart, then you know that every odd episode we take a look at key functionalities and capabilities that are new to AppScan. Well, in Episode 3, we took a good look at things that were coming in AppScan on Cloud. So let's take a look at some of the highlights. So the first key highlight in Episode 3 was some general fixes, some functionality improvements, and really making some improvements to the performance and the memory utilization for the parallel processing functionality for Java applications, so to speed up our scanning and make things more efficient. Then we did some things to the UI to update some of the application's risk rating calculations, so being able to get a better assessment of what risk looks like. And then, of course, we added some support in January for IaaS, so adding in things like Tomcat 10, and some improved taint tracking, and some revised OS commanding detection rules. And then we spent some time talking to product manager Kathleen Brady-Jackson about some of those key capabilities for AppScan on Cloud. And a couple of things that she shared with us were things like a new policies view that allows people to dramatically improve how policies are defined and associated with the applications, along with some key new dashboards in AppScan on Cloud that enable better viewing of the current status and trends over time for an organization, for a business unit, and now even an asset group. So let's take a look at what those might look like. So here we are in AppScan on Cloud looking at the new dashboard, and you can see right away that you've got risk ratings, testing status, issues, and common issue types shown, along with some history that shows things like the risk rating over time, the issues over time, and the testing status over time. And then over on the left-hand side, you can see under the organization area, we have our policies and domains views. So if we look at the policies view, we can see right away that we have a lot of different policies that have been defined, and we can tell the type of policy that's in there, when it was last updated, who updated it, and then the associated applications that are aligned to that policy. So this gives us a great way to be able to see at a glance what's connected to our different applications from a policy perspective. And finally, one other area that we talked with Kathleen about was the work that we've been doing in our advisories and fix recommendations. And this is a really exciting project that goes across the entire AppScan portfolio. And what we're looking to do is provide more comprehensive security information that's aimed at developers and including information that is technology and language specific to provide those recommendations and links to make remediation faster. So to give you a quick idea of what that looks like, if we're in AppScan and we're looking at the different scans that are run and we decide to go and run a report for that, we have a number of different types that are in there that are general security reports, or we can go along some industry standards, or we can do regulatory compliance for different initiatives that are out there. Once we've done running that report and making the selections we want, when we get that information, we get things like the number of issues that are available, within that, and found the different issue types that are in there, and you can see these are extensively linked. And then we get the issue types and information about all of them. And then as we drill into those individual issues, you can see that there's information about the classification, the risk itself, causes, possible fixes, and then deep information on the details. All of this going to aid remediation. And this is an area that's just going to continue to get better as we move forward. And so if you haven't heard about the Application Paranoia podcast, or if you're wondering where to find us, well, you can find us at appscan.buzzsprout.com, or you can download the podcast from your favorite podcast platform like Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, or you can engage with us on Twitter using the handle @Paranoia. So check us out, and we hope to see you there.